Because this used to be like a holiday town, didn't it? It feels like the government's kind of forgotten about Great Yarmouth now.
Right.
Why is that, do you think?
Do you want to stop recording? I'll tell you exactly. What I have to say would be seen as racist, but it isn't racist.
If you was in charge of our country, what would you do to change it, to make it better?
Give these homeless people places to live.
Democracy isn't working at the moment. Someone said to me several years ago that we're being invaded, but I thought, no. And now we've got more foreign people.
Fucking lot.
Shoot all the immigrants.
Shoot the fucking lot. Motherfucking pussy hole.
It's the middle of the day in Great Yarmouth. No tourists, no crowds, just people getting by. Great Yarmouth is a town that voted heavily for Reform UK in the last elections, more than double the national average. Like Clacton, it's a coastal town that struggled for decades with low wages, seasonal work and decline. I came here to ask people a simple question. What's their thoughts on the current state of the UK?
The actual thoughts is we've never been in as much mess as ever. I think the country is in dire straits. I'm just glad at my age. I feel sorry for the younger generation. I'm 67. I can't believe what's going to happen and what it is for them, because I just do not believe there's nothing for the younger generation today. They can't get a mortgage. I just think the whole country's in a diabolical state, and this government and Keir Starmer, and I'm a Labour man and I'm a union man, I just think he's an absolute, excuse the French, arsehole.
Yeah, so did you say you voted for Labour this year?
For my sins.
Unfortunately, yeah.
For my sins, I should never have done. I won't again.
If you was in charge of our country, what would be the first thing you'd do to make it better?
Well, for a start, you've got to try and get, all right, they're going with the wages, you've got to get the younger generation into employment, give them you've got to get the younger generation into employment and give them something to look forward to and buy, and be able to get a mortgage or whatever. At the moment, they can't get anything, and I just think I'd hate to be a young person in this day and age.
What's your thoughts about our country right now, how it's been run?
Well, what's going downhill, mate, that's all I'm saying.
What's the worst part about it?
Well, it's economy nowadays, isn't it? Money, everything's so expensive.
If you was in charge, what would you do to make our country better?
Oh, mate, fuck knows. I have no idea now, mate.
What's your thoughts about how our country is right now?
Rubbish, to be fair.
Rubbish.
Yeah. Like, nobody knows what's going on and all of that.
So you're from the local area, Great Yarmouth. What's your thoughts about Great Yarmouth, how it is?
I mean, it could be improved, but it's alright. Like, you got all the basic shops and stuff you need, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. And if you was in charge, what would you do to make it better?
Just make sure, like, everything's clean and all the rubbish is away and stuff like that.
She's homeless. You know how cold it is. Where's the support for some of these people?
What would you do if you was in charge of our country to make it better?
Wow. Cut taxes and help the homeless.
Why? Because it feels like, Great Yarmouth, the government's kind of forgotten about it around here.
It's
yeah.
deprived in a big way.
It used to be a nice town around here back in the day, didn't it? And
yeah, I've only been back here 7 years, but it's awful, mate. It's awful.
And one last thing, really. What do you think the number one problem we're facing in the UK is right now?
Homelessness.
Homelessness. Yeah.
Big time.
Great Yarmouth consistently ranks among the more deprived areas in England. Large parts of the borough fall into the bottom 10 to 20% nationally for deprivation. This isn't about one bad year. It's about a long-term decline. In summer, this place is usually full of people. But in the winter, you see who actually lives here. And those are the people that I wanted to speak to. I can see you're homeless out here, so why does the government not care about the homelessness on the streets right now?
I don't know. Them foreigners, I tell them, fuck them, get a job. If they, it's our country. If they live here, they must work. Yes, they must work.
So they're taking our jobs?
Yep. Yes, they're still our jobs. Go home.
Go home?
Yep, go home. And fuck off, go home. Yes. So it made me upset me. It's our country.
If you was in charge of our country, what would you do to make it better?
I'll sack everyone.
Sack them all?
Yep, yep.
And what's your thoughts about Keir Starmer?
Who's that?
Our Prime Minister.
I don't know. Get a job or go home.
Clacton, Great Yarmouth, different towns, but the same story. Coastal communities that are promised regeneration, but they're stuck in a cycle of low pay, poor housing, and short-term fixes. And every single election, people are told that this time it will be different. What's your thoughts about how our country's being run right now?
I don't think about it too much, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm not sure I'm entirely qualified to talk about how the country's being run because it's quite a complicated job. Personally, I think there could be less of a response to populism, really. Maybe there could be more of a moral response to other things that are going on in the world. Thinking about Gaza particularly.
Free Palestine, man.
Worries me a lot, that. Yeah, but you know, what goes on at government level I've got really nothing to do with.
So why do you think our government supports Israel so much, despite we see the videos of the children in Palestine being killed, etc.?
I think it's an awkward situation for them. I think that there's a long history, you know, I mean, we used to have some sort of political control over Palestine for a lot of the last century, and a lot of the reason that things have developed the way they have in that area of the world is because of our mismanagement at the time. And I think there's probably a carryover of that sort of stuff. It's a mixture of international relationships, it's fear, it's economic interest. You know, our arms industry is a big part of what runs the economics of the country, I think. Yeah. And then there's interests in that regard with it. Yeah.
So do you think what was happening in Gaza is a genocide, or?
Yeah.
100%, it's got to be, ain't it?
Well, it appears that way. I mean, there don't seem to be any discrimination about, you know, it seems that if you're Palestinian, you're a legal target. And it does seem that it's an enforced land grab, yeah.
Exactly, because there's a lot of Palestinian Christians that are also being killed. It's not just Muslims that are being killed, it's Christians.
Yeah, of course it's people. It's quite, well, it's sort of very discriminate and indiscriminate at the same time, yeah.
So guys, right now we're in Great Yarmouth. As you can see, it's not the best weather conditions. And it seems like there's a lot of homeless people and a lot of drug addicts out here. And a lot of them seem to blame the foreigners for taking their jobs. What would you guys think anyway? We're going to carry on asking the people the questions that you want to hear. Let's go. This used to be like a holiday town, didn't it? It feels like the government's kind of forgotten about Great Yarmouth now.
That's right.
Why is that, do you think?
Do you want to stop recording? I'll tell you exactly. But what I have to say would be seen as racist, but it isn't racist. It's just that we're pushed into a corner. But as I say, we have that many immigrants and illegal immigrants as well. As I say, I was in the bank the other day, it's a couple of weeks ago, in the bank, and I said to the cashier, I think we're the only English in here. She says, I'm not English. So I was the only English person there. And as I say, sometimes you can't relate, even though they have jobs. Sometimes there's that gap. And as I say, when you're looked at, Like we live here, we were born and bred here, and we're made to feel the outsiders. And like you say, it was a beautiful town. I'm originally from Nottingham, and I came here and I had my children here, and I've been here more years than I have in Nottingham, and I loved it, and I was proud to be part of Norfolk and part of Great Yarmouth, but not now, not now. I can't name you anything good about the place, nothing. And that's sad, that is.
One last thing really, if you was in charge of our country, what would you do to make it better?
You'd have to stop recording again. We need to stop the immigrants. The illegal immigrants need to go, and we need to put the greatness in Britain. Let's stop taking down statues of great people that have, made impacts in their life, and we've rounded our futures and things on the positivity that we've got in our country, and let's make England ours, and let's become united again. Let's not hate on each other. Let's love each other and help each other. If we're going to look down, it's to pick each other up. Let's be there, and let's stand strong. We don't want to fight. We don't want to hate on people, but we want our country back. Yeah. And the first thing I'd do, as I say, is get rid of everybody that doesn't belong. I know that sounds awful, but they need to stop the boats straight away now, today. Stop the boats, get everybody out of these hotels. I'm sorry that they're fleeing war, I'm sorry, but our own kind are dying every day through poverty and as I say, starvation. We have a lot going on with our own need help, and yet people who come into this country illegally are being kept in hotels, 5-star hotels. And my niece is wondering what life's about, why no one's helping her. So we need to turn things, as I say, around massively.
What's your thoughts about how our country's being run right now?
Well, it's run backwards from the ones above. We know that, and that's always been the same, and it'll never change. Symbols on that one.
Yeah. Did you vote this year, by the way?
No, I ain't voted for a long while.
Yeah. Do you think they're all any parties are any different, or do you think they're all the same? Or?
I think they're all sort of drawn from the same cloth. Is it wrong for me to say that? Is it the right answer? I don't know. I'll let everyone else decide that. But I feel like our government won't improve to somebody that big is in power. Yeah. I think we need the youth to come up and tell the old guard how it really is on the street.
And what's your thoughts about Great Yarmouth? Because last week we was in Clacton and there's quite a lot of similarities here. It seems a bit deprived and forgotten about.
Yeah, I hear you there. What we are, just like Clacton, is a seaside town. So if you think of it in reality, we work well for 6 months, and it's like this for the other 6 months. And as locals in Great Yarmouth, I love Yarmouth, I know I do, and all the locals I know, I love it. And with the integration of Europeans and everything else, I think that's great as well. I think multicultural is great. I think the whole world exists and people draw lines on a map, and that's where the divide is. I think we're human and we're all as one.
Yeah. Who do you think is causing the divide?
I think it's culture, I think it's media, I think it's programmed in us, I think it's all subliminal, and I think people like to listen to the herd and follow the sheep, and I don't believe in that. I think your own thoughts, you're human, everyone needs a bit of love in their life.
The thing that I noticed about Great Yarmouth is, although there was a lot of racism and bad responses, there was still some people left with their heads screwed on. What's your thoughts about how our country is right now?
Right now, our country, about the economy or like overall?
Yeah, like overall, do you think the country's good or?
Yeah, it is. Well worth, yeah.
Happy with the way it's being run?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
What about, do you live around Great Yarmouth or
yeah,
you?
I am we are living in here.
Oh, nice. What do you think about Great Yarmouth as a whole?
It's very few people in here. It's a very nice,
calm. As compared to London, it's like rushy, but we like calmness, peace. So it's good in here, yeah.
You as well, same thing?
Yeah.
And are you happy with the way the country is, or is there anything you do to change it to make it better?
It's overall or just in the Yarmouth?
It's like overall, really.
What we can't see.
Yes, in my point of view, before we look past like 5-10 years before back, economically, publicly, like people are not like too much. Right now it's too crowded. I think so. Government should need to stop more people
Coming
to
into
come
the
in
island, yeah.
and doing something better for the economy, because it's getting too much, really expensive everything. I think so, according to my point of view. Government should need to stop these things, yeah.
Do you think it's getting a bit overpopulated?
Yeah,
really?
exactly, yeah.
What's your thoughts about how Great Yarmouth's been treated by our government right now?
Not that great. The government could be a little bit better than it is right now on universal credit. The government could really give us a little bit extra money, if possible we could, and give other people like myself, which have got health conditions, a bit more help.
What's your thoughts about how our country's been run as a whole? Are you happy with it, or...?
No, not really. Not happy with it at all. Not to be fair. It could be a bit better than it is now, but that's what Yarmouth's all about.
Yeah. And what's the number one problem you think the UK is facing right now?
Well, basically, the government, really. The tax shouldn't go up at all, which is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one last question, really. If you was in charge of our country, what would you do to change it, to make it better?
Well, to make it better, basically give these homeless people places to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they're not going to get cold and they're sheltered somewhere in a community, like in a community for them, for somewhere to go. Would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't have to do this laying around and homeless. But
cold weather as well, ain't it?
It's cold weather, yeah. Not all of them are homeless, no, because they have.
Some of them pretend for a little.
Yeah, you
smoke.
got it. Yes.
No worries. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Have a good day. Now, Great Yarmouth had one of the most highest reform votes in the UK. And you can tell that by some of the answers we heard today. What's your thoughts about how our country is right now?
It's terrible. You know, too many immigrants, terrible Labour government, and that's coming from a Labour man.
You voted for Labour, did you?
No,
Oh.
because they're not good. But I come from a family of union men. In Liverpool, we're all union, and I've always followed. You know, but what can we do? We vote in people. We're a democratic country. We vote in people we trust, and look what happens. And like I say, I'm very disappointed with the Labour government. Going back to, I think the best one was maybe Blair after that. Democracy isn't working at the moment. And someone said to me several years ago that we're being invaded, but I thought, no. And what they meant was that being democracy, obviously it's the votes, and now we've got more foreign people, and like I say, there's more of them than us now. So,
what's your thoughts on Great Yarmouth? What's your thoughts about Great Yarmouth?
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, like, do you like the area? Rubbish.
I like some of the people.
Oh, really?
It's behind. It's when you go off the seafront and you see the poverty that's there. That's when you see the real picture of Yarmouth.
Yeah, what's your thoughts about our country as a whole? Because it seems like the politicians don't seem to care about areas like this. They get forgotten.
Yeah, they don't care shit. Yeah, they look at rich look after the rich, don't they? And the poor just get, neglected. And it's just they seem to give priority to all the immigrants now, whereas the people that actually come from this area, can't actually get rehomed, and they get priority housing over the people that were born and bred here and work here.
Oh, really? So you think the
I'm homeless and they won't help me.
Oh, really? So you think the immigrants are getting prioritised over our own people?
Over the British, yeah. I'm not racist or anything like that. It's just the people from outside of town seem to get prioritised.
What's your thoughts about the immigrants in our country?
Shoot them all.
Shoot them?
Shoot them up.
If you was in charge of our country, what would you do to fix it?
Shoot the fucking lot.
Shoot all the immigrants?
Shoot the fucking lot.
What about you?
I'd have a limit on how many people they let in. I mean, if they're refugees, like coming from a war-torn country, then yeah. But how many women and children do you see? It's always young men, isn't it? Seem to be on the run from something or other. We don't know the history, But I think, if they bring money into the area, and sort of like buy property and invest in the area, then and that's fine. But most of them just come here to, you know, get benefits and that, and then send their money back home.
Motherfucking pussy hole.
Great Yarmouth isn't broken because of one policy or one party. It's broken because it's been ignored for too long. Do you think that there's any hope left for this seaside city? Or do you think that it might be too late? As always, this video took a long time to put together. But if you enjoyed it, remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Also, if you want to help me even further, you can donate to the channel with the links in the description below. But until next time, thank you so much for watching.